sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down, Dobbs to throw, and his first pass is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Here's Dobbs to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Jones. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Winston. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, it's Bell. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Space to run past the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Bell, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back to throw Dobbs. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They go play action. Winston, flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he had...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. This Pittsburgh defense always keeping the offensive line on their toes, or I guess on their heels and back.
They are certainly about pressure, aren't they? At 56 sacks as a unit in 2017, which led the NFL. They certainly live up to their nickname, which is Blitzburg.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Switch. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Switzer now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get it.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them. Let them out anywhere till a million ain't matter. Yup, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million a year, die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther week to the teeth, try me weak. swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown get down with a on me and a half a blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you what they done told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I say all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in the 4x4. Believe. Call case at the case and a foe. They will watch you give a I live today rapping back, catching them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of those. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup.
Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts. Till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny. Till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it been to you. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody want to hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Trying to put 6 wheels on the railroad bar. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top, tell them move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge a steady deck and clown. We chase a meal so we can put that down. Top, but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The give is to Jones. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Jones running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Winston. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Let's go now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pretty move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks. And
he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Dobbs now on 2nd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he connects with Vance McDonald. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Dobbs is throwing. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go.
Now Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. From the gun, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Winston eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. Winston now. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He completes it to Evans. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. It's the 1st NFL touchdown of the young career of Ronald Jones as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the 1st touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Switzer now to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is Downs, and that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Room to run inside the 40. This one complete right side to McDonald. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll field this at the 5. Oh, the spin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run it with Jones. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Stay in there.
Play fake. Winston escaping the pressure right. That he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even is going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Jameis on second down. Buying time to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Third and long for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And now he'll tuck it and run. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just third and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Dobbs. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw Dobbs. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Throwing here, Dobbs stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Dobbs. Dancing to his left. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to...
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times and any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Dobbs over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Dobbs is throwing. Pass incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field. But this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jameis now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, got three. Three down.
Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Throwing. Winston. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Goes underneath for Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. To throw is Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Rudolph going to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ready. Blue ready.
A first down throw for Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun. Winston. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On play action, it's Dobbs. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check three.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, good move at the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw, and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they will throw it here with Rudolph. Sliding up. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On second down, Dobbs. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ohio, here we go.
Now Dobbs. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for his second sack of the night. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like...
And he's going to go down again. 6 seconds now, 5 seconds.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I hate it. What's the proof of the paper? Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the brand on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out the gate. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my... I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in Look at the cash. Bubble. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might frisk me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, reach on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my head stone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hate it knowing that my thoughts turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already there. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me, kiss to death, and protect